If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
All right, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is from the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation's Hampton Roads chapter. Coming up a little later, we're going to find out about the Walk to Cure Diabetes and how you can take a step towards the cure.
All right, in the kitchen today, Chef Kyle Kelly from the Norfolk Chop House today. He's making pan-seared flounder with shrimp and grits. We'll talk a little more about the recipe and meet his friend in just a minute.
He got home and he looked at me and he said, "You're not going to die, and we're going to fight this."
Plus, on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road, we meet Kim Moss. She is surviving breast cancer. Kim tells us her emotional and inspirational story and tells us how the love of her husband, Joe, along with running, helped make a difference in her personal battle with this deadly disease.
And it's been a while, but our favorite foodie, Patrick Evans-Hilton, is here today with a scoop on restaurant happenings. And more from that Signature Chefs event that you emceed with Nicole Livas the other night. So many awards and categories, more than we could talk about. But Patrick Evans-Hilton will break it all down.
It was a lot of fun.
The rundown. We got a girl, a woman running to help make make a difference in breast cancer. A lot of people run, but Kim's story is very emotional. I'm really excited to share that with you. It's a good story.
Yeah, I'm sure it is a good story, and I wish it were more of a unique story, but unfortunately so many women are touched by breast cancer, so I'm sure she'll provide a lot of inspiration and a lot of people will see themselves in her.
Yeah, I think she'll touch a lot of people, and a lot of people know someone like Kim.
Yep, absolutely.
Which actually brings us to our first hot topic. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have theme weeks here on the Hampton Roads Show, so this week, of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Week. You wore your pink today.
Yes, I did.
I'm going to wear mine. I have 3 more days to wear.
You got to get it on.
You can wear it all month. But we just want to know, do you know someone that's going through breast cancer? Do you know someone who's been affected by it? Are you affected by it? Share your story if you're a woman or a man. Have you been screened? So many people, and I was talking about this in our meeting, that this is breast cancer, it's just national, it's huge. It's just amazing to see that when October rolls around, how many places that you go, even in the sports world, guys are wearing the pink, socks. Everywhere you go, it's pink, 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 think pink. And so I don't know anyone in my family that has gone through breast cancer, but I do have friends. A girl at my last job in Kansas City, it just came on to her mom suddenly, and it was very rapid. Unfortunately, her mom passed away from it, but she has since done all of the Susan G. Komen walks. She's raced for the cure, and I saw it because she was a close friend, and just to see her go through that and how rapid it could be, I was just, my heart went out to her, and it's a scary thing, but also there's a lot more good stories in it that a lot of women survive and gone through it.
My mother is one who just battled and, you want to say beat the disease. But last year she battled the disease, and right now she has beat it, and she got a clear diagnosis. So right now my mom is another one who took took it seriously, and she was very scared, and we were all scared for her, but she had a positive attitude, and she did everything that she needed to do to beat the disease, and so far she's beat it, and she's one who is surviving.
And I'm sure you guys did all that you had to do to help her.
Support.
Support is so important, as Kim will show. I've talked with you guys about my friend who's going through her chemo right now. She's got two rounds down, 4 to go. Her hair has fallen out. I mean, it's all become extremely real. And I'm just learning so much from her about strength and valuing your health and your life and your family, and I know she's going to win. I'm not crying because I don't think she's going to win. I know she's going to win. Right. But it's just been amazing to go through. And even before her, breast cancer took my father's mother when he was 2. Wow. So I feel like it robbed me of a grandmother. I never got to know my grandmother because she was long gone before I was born, and my dad, lost her when he was just 2 years old. So everybody, you don't have to reach too far, to be affected. So everybody who's in the fight and their families, our just thoughts and prayers are with you every single day. So more on that coming up later in the show. I know you got a great story to tell.
We're going to lighten it up just a little bit now. We're going to talk a little bit of sports and the Virginia Destroyers and the UFL. Now, if you follow the UFL and when they've come to Hampton Roads, you've known for the last year there have been a lot of twists and turns, start-out dates, new general managers, new coaches. Well, the latest twist in this league's history is that they cut the regular season short by 2 games, and so they've decided that Friday night they're going to decide a champion in Virginia Beach, as the Virginia Destroyers will host Las Vegas. Winner take all. Now, the question we're asking you today is, how seriously can you take this league with so many different twists and turns? If you're a fan and you wanted to say, gosh, I want to be a fan of the Destroyers, yet they keep throwing these different turns at you, I mean, can you take it seriously? Will you support them this weekend in the championship game? How...
Did everybody make
they
the
lost
playoffs?
credibility. There's only 14. There's 4 teams in the league. They were supposed to play 2 more regular season games, which would give them 6.
Yeah.
So they've played 4 games, and boom, the UFL is spending money left and right. They've lost $100 million, so they decided to cut their losses, decide a champion, and then regroup for next year.
So just 2 more games would have made that big of a difference?
Well, at least it would have gave it a little bit of legitimacy. You know, they've played 4 games, and they're going to decide a champion after 5 games.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know.
But they say, you know, even though perception could be that, man, they couldn't even get through a season, they say they're coming back next year with 6 teams.
Well, they say they need at least 6 and hopefully 8 teams to make it work. But they've lost $100 million. So it doesn't seem, or you know, it doesn't make sense to lose so much money and just keep trying to go ahead, because they'll just continue to lose money.
All right, let us know what you think about that.
What
Are
do
you
you think?
hopeful, a little skeptical of the UFL?
Yeah.
The diehard fans
At
will
least it's
stick
been
to 'em.
interesting.
Yeah.
You know.
A little town on the fringes of our area is made headlines for a couple of reasons. We did one of our zip trips this year was Emporia,
Right.
way out there near Franklin. The president is scheduled to stop there soon, but also the Lowe's location in Emporia is closing. And it kind of brings up the topic, you know, of course, anytime someone's losing a job, that is not good news. And we feel for the folks who work in the Lowe's right now who are going to lose their job because the store is closing. But could it actually be a good thing for, I don't know, Main Street Emporia and those little mom and pop shops who always lose business when a big box comes into town? So we're kind of asking you today to be real honest. You know, I mean, I try to support local small businesses, but man, I have spent plenty of time in the aisles of big box stores too, just because sometimes it's so easy when you need, like as you said, bananas and an air
Let me
filter.
tell you, one-stop shop where you can go and get bananas, underwear, a lawnmower, and a birthday card all in one place.
With motor fuel.
With motor fuel.
Yeah.
It's hard to, but I mean, you also want to support your local economy.
Yeah,
So, but
and Emporia is a cute little town. It really
It
is.
is.
But I mean, it was bleak, kind of bleak there in Main Street. The antique shops and the hotels are coming back and coming along. It could be really neat if people would come off of 58 and see
And
what's
stop
in
in and
downtown
see.
Emporia. Yeah.
It's hard to imagine when a big company like Lowe's comes in and then has to close its doors that it would help. You know, I guess we need an economics major
Yeah,
to come
no,
here to
you're
say,
right. It's
to say, you know,
1,900
we know
people.
exactly how
You're
it's going
right.
to be, because there's so many people losing their job. How
Right.
will it help? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's tough to see.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, will you go and support the little business and the little guy?
All
damn
right.
dogs. All right, well, a couple ways you can chime in. Let us know your thoughts. You can always join our conversation on our Facebook page. We're monitoring those comments. We read them throughout the show. You can follow us on Twitter at HR_show. In the meantime, we are going to bring in meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler to get his take on
We support him every
Some weather, we
chance
do.
we can, especially when the weather looks this good.
Yeah, wonderful weather yesterday, as promised, and a nice one
Is
today.
it too early to call it Indian summer? At what point is that November? or?
Yeah, usually you have to have, I think it's the first frost, at least a big cool down, but I
Really?
think usually the first frost, and then you get the warm up, then it's called Indian summer.
Okay, so we're not quite there yet, but it
Not
still
yet.
feels like summer.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like we just had the continuation of summer with just a couple of little cool spots, so
Yeah.
that's how it's been.
Hardly
but,
cool.
Yeah, partly cool. So we're going to see the big cool down coming later this week. You know, it has to
there it is.
happen. Yeah, it's that time of year. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Today, 82. Tomorrow, we're going to get a good chance for rain, and it's possible that we could see some very heavy rain here in a short period of time. So we're going to be on the lookout for that for tomorrow. Very windy conditions developing, and that goes into Thursday, but Thursday will dry out. We start cooling it down a little bit, and then much cooler for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Highs in the low 60s, mostly sunny skies, and lows going to be in the 40s. So it's going to be another nice weekend, at least. You know, a little on the cool side, but you know, really, that's this time of year. That's some pretty good weather.
Kite flying weather.
Yep, there you go. All right, so here we go with the 4 clues for the pop quiz. Area on the south side, so it narrows the field for you right there. A natural calming color, a thicket of thorny plants, pardon me, and also a parkway. So there you go. If you think you know the answer, go online, thehamptonroadshow.com, submit your answer, and there's previous winners on there as well.
All right, well, if you know the answer, today's winner will receive Glee Seasons 1 and 2.
Wow.
1 and 2 on DVD.
Nice
Right.
prize.
Yes.
There you go.
Good looking
If you like
prize.
Glee.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, Hampton Roads, do you think that you've got talents?
Well, it's Tuesday's Got Talent on Hampton Road Show this month. We teamed up with NBC's America's Got Talent to give you your big break in showbiz by giving you your time in front of the judges at the upcoming America's Talent casting call next month in Washington, D.C.
All right, the first 250 people to register on the HamptonRoadshow.com are going to receive fast-track passes to audition, and then 3 lucky winners are going to receive a scheduled audition time with the judges. Today's scheduled audition time winner is May Boob. Boob.
I'm glad you said that, not me.
It's B-O-O-B-E. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. May Boob of Murfreesboro, North Carolina. We're going to announce another winner next Tuesday. And the America's Got Talent Washington, D.C. casting call is November 4th and 5th. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com for more information.
You said boob.
It's boobay.
Boobay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Nobody told me.
All right, hey, you know what? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Why not? All right, look at these 2 boobs. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Chef Kyle Kelly's here from the Norfolk Chop House in the kitchen today, and William Phillips is here to make shrimp and grits only because you've been here before.
Yeah.
Well, I joke like that. This is your first time.
We're starting to get used to this.
Once you start coming around a little while, everything's fair game.
It's fair game.
Exactly.
It's cool.
Exactly. Making a comforting dish today if I ever saw one.
Absolutely. We're going a little southern on you. Today we're going to be making a pan-seared flounder, and we're going to serve it with a side of shrimp and grits. You know, my grits are a little bit southern, so we obviously use our tasso ham. You know, peppers, onions, shrimp, and everything of the nature. And this should be a staple in everybody's house. Sriracha.
What is that?
It's a sun-ripened chili paste.
It's a little hot.
A little spicy, little Creole, little Cajun. I like it. I'm a huge fan of it. So.
Okay. So the grits, it looks like you've already got started.
Yeah, we started the grits because of the time that we're working on. You know, we went ahead and get these are old-fashioned stone ground grits, so they take about 45 minutes to cook. And normally you got about a 4-to-1 ratio on it. So.
No instant grits here. All right, we're going to get started on it in just a moment. Again, a pan-seared flounder and some delicious shrimp and grits to go on the side. In just a little bit, we'll get started.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, Patrick Evans Hilton from Hampton Roads Magazine is here with the latest happenings on the local restaurant scene, including the standouts from this weekend's March of Dimes Signature Chefs event.
And I remember looking at him, and I said, I'm pissed. I said, I can't die. I can't.
Plus, hear the inspirational story of one Virginia Beach woman who is surviving breast cancer, and hear what she is doing to help battle this deadly disease.
Hampton Road Show Kitchen Chef Kyle Kelly is here from the Norfolk Chop House. He's being assisted. If this were a magic show, you would be the lovely assistant, William Phillips, and we would put you in a box and saw you in half. But fortunately, it's not a magic show. We're cooking today, and we're going to get started on the pan-seared flounder.
Yes, ma'am. Just add a little oil. Your pan nice and hot.
Just straight canola oil. That's what we're going to need for that. We went ahead and seasoned the flour too for that.
Slightly dredged flour.
Now, why do that? Why put it in the flour? I mean, could you just throw it in the pan?
It keeps it from sticking to the pan. On top of that, it's going to give it a nice golden brown color, which is something that you're definitely looking for when you want to sear, you know, a piece of fish.
All right.
So he's going to make sure his pan's nice and hot.
Is it going to get finished in the oven, or is it going to?
Yeah, we're going to hit it in the oven for about 5 minutes. You just blast it. That's normally how we do it at restaurants for time's sake.
What is all that butter and stuff for?
Butter, and that's butter, cream cheese, and we also have smoked cheddar. All this stuff went into the grits. Like I said, we use old-fashioned stone ground grit, so it's about a 45-minute process to cook.
Cream cheese.
Yeah, we throw some cream cheese in there. Obviously, a lot of butter, and we definitely use some smoked cheddar. So it's definitely a fat-free dish.
Absolutely.
So while Will's got that going, I'm gonna go ahead and start my shrimp and grits.
Okay.
We got our pan nice and hot. We're gonna start with some tasso ham. That tasso ham is a smoked cured ham. A little spicy, a little Creole, a little Cajun.
Okay.
Huge fan of that. So we're going to get that nice and hot, get that going. And then we're going to add some onions and some red peppers to that. And while these are sauteing, we'll give that about maybe 3-4 minutes. And then we're going to add our shrimp to it, and then we'll make a cream sauce with it to finish over top of the flounder and the grits. As soon as Will's flounder is done, he's going to flip it over, make sure we got it good and seared. You know, you definitely want a good brown color on it.
Yeah. How long are you going to leave that on each side, Will?
Till it's golden brown, then I'm going to flip it and then finish it off in the oven.
Okay. Gotcha. And then the oven's at, wow, that's hotter than I thought. 450?
It's only take about 8 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we blast it pretty hot.
All right.
You know, definitely when in the restaurant, you definitely want to make sure that you got time to plate the food in a timely manner. So.
What tips do you have for folks who are a little intimidated, say they're, you know, from Massachusetts and they have zero experience cooking grits? It's intimidating to me.
Low and slow. Low and slow. I mean, definitely you don't want to.
It's like my running. I can do that. All right.
Yeah, you definitely want to go low and slow on them. I mean, you know, obviously you start out with your water boiling, and if you're using old-fashioned grits, you know, normally grits are 4-to-1 ratio. We like to finish with the heavy cream and butter. Just something, you know, it's how the moms used to cook it and stuff like that. So,
Right.
just go low and slow and take your time. You know, you're not in any hurry if you're eating southern food that's going to stick to your ribs. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So definitely take your time on it.
Look how nice that's
Yeah,
turning
that's going to get together pretty nice and good.
You've apparently
And
done this before.
Oh yeah. Will's going to go ahead and add some smoked cheddar. We're pretty much going to finish this off because we started cooking it a little bit early.
Okay.
So we're going to finish it with smoked cheddar. Probably add a little bit of cream at the end. And once this is going, I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp. Will's probably going to check his fish. Now
So it's forgiving like that. If you're looking at your grits and it's like, wow, those seem way too thick, you can just throw a little splash of cream in
you
there.
add some cream to it. Add a little more water if you'd like. If you want to stay on the healthier side, which I doubt you're going to do for shrimp and grits. Now, obviously, at the restaurant, you know, our portion size, probably about 3 to 4 shrimp. We're going to add this to our new winter menu that's coming up in November. So we'll be dropping our winter menu. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We've got a wine dinner coming up, but I'm going to add a couple extra shrimp in there for you guys.
Well, thank you. That'll keep us from having a fight over it.
Well, every time we come here, you know, we cook, you know, entree portions, you know, dinner stuff. So, you know, grits and shrimp and grits is definitely something that here being 11 o'clock in the morning, you definitely want to eat some breakfast stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get this going. Will's going to check his fish, probably flip it, and I'd go ahead and throw it in the oven, get that done. But once these shrimp start to get a little sauté, we're going to add some cream to it. We're not going to finish cooking them in the sauté pan first. We're going to add the cream, let it reduce a little bit, so that the shrimp don't get too overcooked. Make sure that happens. Then we're also going to add, you know, obviously season everything. Will had seasoning in the flour.
Ooh, that does look nice and brown.
Golden brown, perfect. That's how we're supposed to do it. So we'll add some salt and pepper to this.
So as soon as you flip that, Will, you're putting it in the oven.
Yeah, directly in the oven.
Okay.
So you got like 5 to 6 minutes.
It's not like leaving it on the stove on the other side, just
Carry over cooking on the
there
other
it
side.
goes. Okay.
So
All
we'll
right.
keep the shrimp going.
Got like 2 theaters going on here. All right. Now what are you doing?
We're seasoning our shrimp. A little bit of Cajun season.
Do you have a secret seasoning mix there at Norfolk Chop House?
I couldn't tell you all that. I mean, it's
You can say you have
Yeah,
one,
we
huh?
got one, but I'm going to tell you what's in it. Yes,
All
we
right.
definitely got our own little mix for it.
Okay.
Very much like Mr. Hilton, who's got his own little signature going.
All right. So we will put what ingredients we're allowed to reveal at thehamptonroadshow.com as well as the technique, and we'll join these guys again in a few minutes to finish things up.
Well,
Just a lot going on over there.
That smells good.
Love some grits.
Yes, we do.
All right, well, it is time now for this week's edition of Rec on the Road.
Today we meet Kim Moss. Kim tells us her story on how she dealt with breast cancer. It is a story of love, perseverance, and commitment. Kim is an avid runner and plans to use the sport to help in the battle against this deadly disease.
Running helps me get to where I need to be mentally because everybody needs an outlet. Running's mine. I went to a 5K, the Susan G. Komen 5K, and my girlfriend said to me, come over here. They were showing how to do breast self-exams. I learned how to do a breast self-exam correctly. That was in October. That July, in the shower, I felt a lump, and within 2 days, we were sitting in a doctor's office, and he was talking about doing a lumpectomy. Went in for the lumpectomy. He came back immediately and said, you have cancer. The interesting part is, when I found the lump, it was tiny. I mean, not even a centimeter. And here's the unpredictability of it. I can remember the doctor saying, wow, you really found this early. I can remember driving back after having the biopsy. And Joe and I were in the car, and we were coming down, passing a lake, and I was looking out the side window. And I remember looking at him, and I said, I'm pissed. I said, I can't die. I can't. And he kept looking straight ahead while we were driving, and he said, let's just get home. And I looked out the window, and I remember thinking, okay, this is at the moment where you come unraveled, and this is what everybody talks about. And we got home, and he looked at me, and he said, you're not going to die, and we're going to fight this. And we stood there, and we just held each other. And I can almost remember getting stronger and knowing that we're going to get through this together. From July 5th or 6th, whatever day that was, until I had my mastectomy August 25th, it was the longest period of time, because every day you just keep thinking, it's in my body and it's growing and it's spreading and it could be bigger. How big is it? What stage am I going to be? And I tried not to focus on those things. Honestly, I did focus on running because I was training for a half marathon at the time. I had a single mastectomy in August of 2005, August 25th of 2005. I was training for the Rock and Roll Half Marathon. I ran that half marathon 10 days later still. I was not going to miss that because then again, cancer would have been in control. 9 months later, I found out I carried the gene for breast cancer. So I had a mastectomy done on the left side as well and had my ovaries removed. I was 35 years old when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I don't consider myself a survivor. I don't believe, me personally, in the word survivor, but surviving. So I've been surviving breast cancer for 6 years. Joe ran the New York City Marathon in 2007. He said it was the most amazing experience he's ever had in a race. And he told me, you have to do this. We decided then that we would run this race together in 2011. We've always wanted to run for a charity. Joe looked at me and he said, if we're going to run the New York City Marathon for a charity, we are going to run for Sloan Kettering Breast Cancer Center. Because the money we raise for that could one day save your life. And in your lifetime, you could say, I am a survivor, because maybe we do find a cure.
The key for Kim in her battle with breast cancer was early diagnosis and a positive attitude. Kim and Joe are currently training for the New York City Marathon, which is November 6th. If you would like to sponsor this inspirational couple, you can find out how at our website, thehamptonroadshow.com.
All right, guys, what an amazing story.
Great story.
Awesome.
Good for Kim and Joe. Good for them. That race is right around the corner.
Yeah.
So hopefully their bulk of their big training is over and they're doing that taper and feeling
Smooth
good.
Sailing, which is actually one of our hot topics this morning. Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the month of October. This week on the Hampton Road Show is Breast Cancer Awareness Week. So we just wanted for you to share your stories if you know someone who has survived breast cancer or going through it. Becky Dowd on Facebook says, I'm a pampered chef consultant and our company supports the American Cancer Society with the sale of Pink products in May and October. She says also they have a local team called Pink and Pampered. They participate in the Making a Strides walk 2 weeks ago. She says, I do know family and friends who have been affected by breast cancer. I'm in complete support of early detection, awareness, and research of finding a cure. Go Pink.
Louisa says, sadly, she knows too many people who've been affected by breast cancer. One that comes to mind is her friend's mom, who has had 3 different battles with breast cancer. She said she's a 3-time survivor. She's worked in the ODU in the athletic department for many years as a senior associate athletic director. So, you know, Louisa, like so many people, has someone who comes to mind right away affected by breast cancer.
Also, Emporia.
Yeah, we were talking about Emporia. We did. We did a zip trip this summer.
The Lowe's had closed down there, and so that just kind of posed the question, if the big business closes, what does that do for little mom and pop shops, Main Street? Does it hurt or help?
Yep.
Mike B says, always hurting. When Walmart came here, I know that they ran several businesses out. He says Walmart can sell stuff for cheaper than most mom and pop stores can buy it. Interesting point. Brian Key says, yes, it will help, but remember, big box companies do give back to their community.
That's true, and that's a very, very good point. It's one of those, you know, that's what makes it kind of such a good hot topic, is there are both sides, you know, to these kinds of stories.
Yeah, keep sending us your comments on Facebook and Twitter at HR_show.
All right, fall is here. That means cold and flu season 2. Our coupon consultant is here to help you, though, save on those cold medications.
And don't forget about our pop quiz. You could win a Glee Season 1 and 2 on DVD. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com. Click on that pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow, everyone. Our live audience is here to talk about another very important disease out there, juvenile diabetes, which affects almost 215,000 young people under the age of 20. We have Tim Fogarty, who's here to talk about the Walk to Cure Diabetes. Thank you all for being here. Talk about the walk that's taking place this weekend.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us, and we're looking forward to our walk this weekend to raise the awareness on the type 1 diabetes.
What is type 1 diabetes?
Type 1 diabetes is basically where your pancreas has shut down and does not give any insulin to your body. And in order for you to live and to go forward in life, you have to have insulin. And insulin can either be injected into you, or as you know, you can have an insulin pump that's also has produces the insulin for your body.
Why are walks like this so important for you guys to hold and for people to be a part of?
It's just to get the awareness out there. As right now, it's breast cancer awareness month. It's next month is Diabetes Awareness Month.
Okay.
Type 1 diabetes, again, it affects, you can see the people we have here today, it affects all ages, you know, from newborns to all the way up until, again, we're trying to get away from not only 18, there's individuals right now 30 and 40 years old that are now getting
just realizing and discovering
yes, they're
that they
getting
have
type 1 diabetes.
Who benefits specifically from this walk?
Basically, it goes towards the research.
Okay.
JDRF is the leading research for finding a cure for type 1 diabetes, and that's worldwide. And basically, that's who, you know, these kids, and hopefully one day we can have a party. We can come on here and have a party and talk about, you know, no longer we have to worry about type 1 diabetes.
Is there a specific goal in mind, or do you want people
raise as
to
much
come
money
out?
as we can and awareness
Yeah.
towards the people.
And it looks like it's going to be great weather.
Yes,
for
and
folks
thank you very much for that. We appreciate that.
Who did you bring here with you?
We have a lot of the walk families. As you can see, we have our walk T-shirts, and we have the different individuals that are involved with our annual walk. And this has been going on. My son has been diagnosed for about 6 years. I want to say the walk's been going on for about 10, 15 years now.
And where's your son?
My son's right here. My daughter's right next to
What's your name, man?
Timmy Fogarty.
Timmy Fogarty. Feeling good? All right, and you're out of school, so you're happy to be here, but school's good, right?
Yes.
All right. Want to run down the information really quick. It's going to take place this weekend, the JDRF Walk to Cure Diabetes, October 22nd. Registration starts at 8:30 in the morning, and the walk begins at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Okay, people can still sign up.
Yes, you can sign up all the way up until Christmas. So.
All right. Research for help. All right. Well, Tim, thanks so much, and thank you all for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, coupon consultant Lori Clayton is here to share some ways to save on those expensive cough and cold medications.
All right, and you know what? Our chefs just may have the cure for anything in the kitchen. Kyle Kelly is here, and William Phillip is here from the Norfolk Chop House to make pan-seared flounder with shrimp and grits. We're going to finish it up coming up. Back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen, Chef Kyle Kelly is here from the Norfolk Chop House, along with William Phillip, making a seared flounder today and shrimp and grits.
Yep.
We last left our heroes. The flounder was in the oven,
That's right.
and you were just watching the sauce kind of reduce.
Yep. All right, so right now we've got our shrimp is partially cooked, and our flounder's been in the oven for about 5 minutes, so we're probably going to take that out in about a minute.
Okay.
This is the point where I'm going to go ahead and add my heavy cream to it. So what we're going to do is make a nice little sauce for it. We're going to let this reduce for a little while. Also, we're going to add some, like I said, a little bit more Cajun seasoning, a little blackening, whatever you want to call it, in our special little blend.
More of the secret stuff.
Secret blend. So we'll let this go ahead and reduce. Also, key ingredient, sriracha. Everyone should have this in their house. Just put a little dash of that in there because it is a little bit spicy.
Yes. Now, what makes that so great versus just regular hot sauce?
Tabasco. It's just that I prefer the taste of it. I mean, it's you know, Sunrise from Chili's, who doesn't love those, and like I said, it does add a different flavor to it. So
okay.
We're definitely gonna let this reduce a little while. Will, if you want to go ahead and check your fish there, buddy, that might be great.
If you want to, Will. Though it kind of sounded like, hey man, get that fish, right? You're the boss, applesauce in the kitchen.
Oh,
You're the guy.
Hey, we work together.
What's going on in the kitchen there at Norfolk Chop House? You guys are a relatively new restaurant. Norfolk, so how's it going?
We opened up in July. I think business is fairly well. We just recently started opening on Tuesdays.
Yep.
So we're pulling some more business on that. Yeah, the place is great. You know, we've got a great staff. We've got you know, good people there. Excellent bartender, Hunter Mewborn, phenomenal. He's our little mixologist. You know, makes great drinks. The owners are phenomenal as well. You know, Greg and Chris Anderson. That always helps.
Right, you got to mention the owners.
It always helps to have
they're
good
great.
bosses to work for. So
yes.
Yeah, everything's going good. You know, we're looking forward to
So you have a wine dinner coming?
A wine dinner actually on Monday.
Okay.
So we're really looking forward to that one. That one's 5 courses, 5 different wines, obviously. So, and then we do it within a matter of 2 hours. So make sure you call your cabs.
Okie dokie.
You definitely don't want to leave out of there a little bit tipsy. You know, the restaurant itself, we do have free valet parking. We seat plenty of people. We also have offered private dining upstairs. You know, you can PowerPoint. We got our own private bar upstairs as well. So it's a fairly big restaurant. We can seat a massive amount of people at one time. So
but if you need to do like a business lunch or
absolutely,
something like that,
business lunches, business dinners, private, PowerPoint straight. We got a 73-inch flat screen upstairs.
Okay.
So I mean, anyone looking for, or Christmas parties coming up, Thanksgiving, if you guys want to do business parties or like that.
Have your little slide show
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely give us a call, and we can work anything out for you. Whatever you want, we can accommodate.
All right.
So I'm going to add a little bit more cream to that because I like my sauce.
You're just kind of eyeballing it.
Yeah.
People shouldn't be afraid of that.
I don't really. That's my boss's biggest pet peeve. He wants me to write everything down for him, and I can never do that because I don't never know what I really put in there.
You keep your secrects a little close to the vest. You know what I mean?
Well
you gotta keep yourself valuable.
Well said.
Just
well
tell
said.
everybody how to do
Okay,
it.
so the grits are done. We finished them off with a little bit of smoked cheddar. So they got a good smoky flavor to them. They've been cooking for about, I'd say, probably about 45 minutes. So they're good and done. Flounder's looking nice. Got a good sear on that. It's nice and browned up for you.
Look at that.
Our sauce is coming together pretty nicely. Now, like I said, this is not the portion that you would get at the Chop House, but like I'm pretty sure that everyone wants a little bit of breakfast right now.
Absolutely.
So we'll go ahead and throw some of this on there. And also, the restaurant, November, winter menu, I should say. We're definitely changing to a winter menu. Earthy tones, earthy flavors, mushrooms. Just bringing it back a little bit to where it should be. A lot of squashes, a lot of local produce, and things of that nature.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be, you kind of have to cook seasonally if you're going to stay
local.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we definitely want to do that. So now we're going to go ahead and plate on this.
I like that plate.
The flounder. Actually, all of our plates, Miss Anderson, our one of our owners, picked out all the plates. She was very particular in them. She loves them. She's actually absolutely a huge fan of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put some shrimp on top of this flounder. We'll give it a little bit of sauce. We'll save the rest for you guys.
All right.
And then this is pretty much our dish. We got it going ahead. We'll give it a little lemon zest on top. We'll finish it up with some microgreens. This is one of my favorite things in the world, the microgreens.
It is now picture perfect. We're going to take a picture of it. We're going to throw it on the website later so you can try to cook it tonight for dinner.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to come back and try it in just a little bit.
Right on.
Alrighty, well, the cold and flu season can be miserable and expensive. Our expert in the field of saving money is here this morning to tell us about savings for cold and flu medicines. Welcome, Lord Clayton, the coupon consultant. Welcome, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, you're right. Cold and flu season is upon us.
It is. I'm already hearing of people getting sick, and so my thought is, every fall there's some drugstores that do some really big sales on cold and flu medicines. Get it now so that when you walk in the store and you can't think straight and you're sick, that you're not picking up the most expensive thing and walking out. Get some of that stuff now when it's free.
Yes.
And then
you'll break this down
it's
for you.
crazy. It's crazy. So first place I went was to Rite Aid. Okay. And Rite Aid has got this great program. They do have a wellness card. It's a loyalty card, and you want to get that because you're not going to get the sale prices without it. So this stuff right here, almost $60 worth of meds if I just walked in and picked it up. After the loyalty card, took it down to 40. Okay. But then after my coupons, a little over 32. And then what's so great, another program that they have are these up rewards, and it's when you buy certain products, you're going to get money back. Look at this receipt.
Hello.
Now this right here, this is $28.50 in rewards of coupons that I can turn around and use at any time at Rite Aid over the next 2 weeks.
And you can use them all together.
I can use them all together on anything in the store. So that's what's really cool about their program. This is essentially $60 worth of meds for free. I paid less than $1. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really, really good stuff. They have a rebate program. It's a single check rebate program. And when I think rebates, I think my mama pulling the UPC out of the trash because she accidentally threw it away.
Yeah.
But no, you go online, enter your receipt number, and they do all the work for you. And so that's great. But yeah, you definitely want to stop by Rite Aid.
And a lot of these products, like this is what Organics Defense. It's an organic medicine.
It's vitamin C.
Supplement.
This
one too. You said
this
was
is
really
homeopathic.
good.
I mean, they've got some stuff. This is really good for babies, especially when, and they did it to where you could do it traveling on the go. So that if you've got babies and you're traveling over the holidays and you've got people who have got stuffy noses, that's going to help too. So it's good stuff.
Which is so true, because I am guilty of it. You don't think to stock up on medicines that you're going to need for the cold and flu season, and then all of a sudden when it hits you and you're miserable and you can't think straight, you just walk into the drugstore and literally grab the most expensive thing, the cough drops, everything that you need.
Right.
And not even think about the savings.
No, you don't. You're not thinking about it. Do that now while you're healthy, while you're thinking straight, while you can plan, and then you go to your closet or your medicine shelf for that. The other thing too, I stopped by Walgreens with a coupon, got these for $1.50 a can, and that's good just to kind of keep the germs up. Wipe all the doorknobs, the light switches, those types of things that you don't necessarily think about. The sink handles, try to keep the the contagious stuff.
Yeah, keep the germs to a minimum.
Yes.
What would you say to people who would walk into the stores and are not sure where to even start when it comes to getting discounts and looking for coupons on the receipt? They have the swipe card.
Okay.
What do you need to do?
Well, the thing about it is that matchups. What are matchups? It's when somebody takes the store sale ad and matches all of the coupons that are available to it. The lists are already made for you. You go to the website, thecouponconsultant.com. The matchups are there for you. It told me exactly what oh man, I could use this and this and this. This is something we always need. I'm just going to go in and pick it up, and here's how to do it. And it gives you all the instructions. Use your wellness card. Take advantage of the rebate. Be sure to use those coupons, and that's how you're going to do it. So start with the matchups list that you can find online, because they're going to be your guide to every store in Hampton Roads.
All right, some great tips. As always, thank you, Laura. And, of course, we're going to link her blog on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com.
She is amazing.
She is, I know.
It's amazing.
Makes you feel like you're just throwing money away if you don't do it.
Shop for me.
She probably would.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show.
Patrick Evans Hilton is here from Hampton Roads Magazine. In just a moment, he's going to join us on the couch. He's got the scoop on local restaurant happenings and some great reasons to get out and enjoy seasonal fare. Hi, we're back on the Hampton Roads Show. Time for Tuesday's Taste with Patrick Evans Hilton.
Hey.
There he is. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you doing?
I'm scared. I'm always scared for these segments. We have too much to talk about in too little time. I'm nervous. Okay. All right. We're going to start, though, with the March of Time Signature Chef's Auction. I'm doing this because Ariane's right behind me, and she was there.
Yes, she was. She and Nicole were the MCs. It was absolutely fabulous. A great evening. The 18th annual, 152% increase over last year in funds for the mission for the March of Dimes.
Awesome.
Absolutely wonderful, yes. And
we've got some video here, a lovely, lovely affair.
It was a great
evening. There are a lot of categories here. And a lot of winners.
A lot of winners. The main winner was the dish of Hampton Roads. That's the dish that kind of epitomizes in food and food ways the signature plate of the region. It also will be on the copy of Hampton Roads Magazine in January, along with our Platinum Plate Awards. And drum roll, please. The winner was Chef Matt Knack from Crocs, 19th Street Bistro in Virginia Beach. Did an absolutely outstanding Virginia Chile Verde. You talk about sourcing local ingredients. This was unbelievable. Full Quiver Farms in Suffolk. They had a Boston butt, the pork that was in that, on top of grits. So you're talking about the grits that were smelling so wonderful over there from off at Chop House. This was just a really beautiful rendition, just absolutely outstanding. All the judges universally thought it was just great.
All right, a good twist. So much you can do with chili too. That's a whole other topic.
And it was wonderful. Other awards, presentation, Kevin Chain from Zushi won for his flounder ceviche. Absolutely beautiful, from the sourced from the Chesapeake Bay. Our friend here on the Hampton Roads Show and here in Portsmouth, Mike Farrell from Still, won for the Sustainable, Organic, and Local Award, the SOL Award, and he did an absolutely gorgeous southern pork and succotash. This pork was beautiful. It was encrusted in Belmont peanuts from Southampton, Virginia, and Suriata ham from Edwards, and on top of the succotash with a Virginia whiskey sauce. Smack your mama good. You need to say more?
Perfect. No, you don't. We all know what you mean when you say that. We had dessert, too.
Dessert. Leon Boyeveje from Smithfield Gourmet Bakery and Cafe did this beautiful pumpkin crunch, light, fluffy, ethereal, with this beautiful crunchy bottom on it. Absolutely wonderful. And then People's Choice at the host event, since it took place at Founders Inn, the People's Choice went to the new chef there, Scott Simpson. He is brand new. And what a showing there. He did this gorgeous lobster grits and collard green ravioli.
That's
so
awesome.
It was awesome.
And you know, that's a big one, the People's Choice, because you know, it's a People's Choice.
It was. And then another big one is the Chef's Award, because that's actually peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
So that's the chefs that went around, and they voted unanimously for Eric Dornberger.
Who was the head chef
Yes,
at
he was the head chef
like
of
all in the
Swanterrace.
family.
Yes, so it's all kind of kept there. He's at Atlantic Shores Living now. He did this gorgeous seared rack of lamb, and Atlantic Shores also won for the best decorated booth. It is just absolutely fabulous. If you missed that, there's 2 smaller March of Dimes events coming up.
I was going to say, it was so much fun. We're doing it again.
So much fun, you got to do it twice. Again, there's going to be one in Williamsburg on November 6th and one on the Outer Banks on November 20th, and you can go to hrsigchef.com for more information.
Look at this, almost $63,000 raised for the March of Dimes.
And that's just to date. They're still counting. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful.
Terrific. All right, how about the Taste of Suffolk at the Fall Homerama?
Yeah, that's another great event to go out and really sample some great restaurants. It's going to be at the Homerama this upcoming Monday. You get to tour the homes. You get to eat at some of the great restaurants that are there. Some of the restaurants include Riverstone Chop House. They're going to be doing a Korean barbecue pork slider. Sounds absolutely fabulous. Primo 116, our friend Steve Gallus.
We know
He's
him.
going to be in house number 2 with a ricotta gnocchi with a crumbled sausage sauce. I mean, you know, you say gnocchi and sausage in the same sentence.
Yeah. Or you say gnocchi, like Chris Brackling,
No,
and you
no.
get the same dish. That's a little inside gnocchi humor, a little noke joke.
A little low key gnocchi humor,
Who's
right?
there? Chris Brackling. Sorry, we don't have time for this.
That's all right. Smithfield Station is going to be serving up roast pork sliders, seeing a little trend there. We've got Broken Egg Bistro is going to be having this bread pudding with a Bailey's cream sauce. Again, smack your mama good, I think. And if you have not had O'Doodle Doo's Donuts.
O'Doodle Doo's
Donuts. You got to go there for the name alone. But they're going to be serving us specialty donuts, and they're absolutely fabulous.
If that we're out of time.
Oh, well.
As usual, we left, you know.
There'll
Didn't
be
get
more
to
to
all, but
talk
we
about
can.
next
But
time.
it's all in your blog.
It's all on my
too. Don't
blog,
worry
and I'll
about
also post something on the Facebook page here.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yep.
Next time you come, maybe we'll talk about Outer Banks Restaurant Week.
Outer Banks Restaurant Week, and then also the House of Blues and Brews at the Contemporary Arts Center. So we'll cover that.
All right, all on the blog. Time to get to the
Ariana, I don't know about you, but I just got real hungry.
I did. Knock.
Is that a knock joke?
The knocky. Oh, that's
Gnocchi.
never gonna.
Gnocchi?
That's never gonna die
All right,
down.
never mind.
It's gonna happen. Never.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. You still?
You said it, not me. Hey, look, I'm wearing pink.
You are.
It's
Chris
October.
Reckling is
I have a few
representing.
pink things. I don't wear it year round, but this
Real
is a good month.
Real men wear
to
pink.
wear pink.
Real men wear pink. All right. So we wanted to hear your stories about breast cancer if you know someone who's gone through it. Cindy Lewis says there weren't only walks, there were rides. I led a 10-mile Trek Women's Cancer Awareness Ride, and Michael Shipp led the 25-mile ride from East Coast Bikes on Colley Avenue. She says they had a huge turnout, and it was $25 to register. Not sure how much they raised yet, but it was an awesome event to be involved in. Bicyclists in Norfolk really care.
Way to go, Cindy.
And you had a really great story, Kim.
Kim Moss, running at the New York Marathon next month, November, first Sunday in November.
All right, let's talk about sports.
Now let's talk football. The UFL has decided to discontinue the regular season. They're going to say, well, the heck with the rest of the season. Let's just have a championship now. So we want to know what you think. And some people are saying, what? Are you kidding me? So Marcia Keeling says, what a disappointment. How embarrassing to even play a so-called championship game after 4 games. Well, that's what they're doing. They're trying to cut their losses. PJ Hunter, a 4-game season. Someone's vision was bigger than their wallet.
Ooh.
And Steve McGuffey, what the heck? What happened? Where's it at?
There's some more over here. People are
We
going.
want more.
Yeah, Danae.
Danae says, waste of time. And Monty Greer, that's whack. Those people put too much into building it up to be done just like that. I feel sorry for the players. They're the ones who are trying to take this seriously and trying to win a championship in the so-called league. But right now, the so-called league is so-called, not great.
Well, people who are really into it and really involved. Last hot topic, want to read a quick comment about Emporia, the town of Emporia. We did a zip trip on it.
Right.
The Lowe's there is closing, talking about big businesses and compare that to mom and pop shops. Does that help or hurt? Danae says it is always good when one of the big stores closes down. They suffocate every small business around them when they move in. I shop at the mom and pop shops here in Deep Creek whenever she can. I will check the small hardware store around the corner from Walmart to see if they have a product first before she resorts to going to one of the big hardware stores. Such so.
The locals love you, Danae. Keep it up.
All right. Thanks for sending us your comments on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, Jeremy Wheeler is back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, I've got a confession to make. This is kind of, this is a confession. You know, we're throwing around this term gnocchi, you know, all this stuff. I never understood what gnocchi was, or even, you know, learned until Curious George, the cartoon on PBS. And the cat is named Gnocchi, and that's not what it is, of course, but then I had to look it up.
So the real revelation is now you know why the cat on Curious George is named
Right, because he's a pasta chef.
Chef Biscotti.
Yes, that's right. And you know what that is, so you watch it.
Yes, I do. Yeah, of course I do. We've got small children.
All right, so let's take a look at the pop quiz for today. Let's see what we got going on. Area on the south side, a natural calming color, thicket of thorny plants, and also a parkway. So, ladies, gentlemen, any takers on this?
Garden State Parkway? No, that's not really.
Hey, all right, got it. Big Parkway. I was going to put a mall, but I thought that'd be a giveaway. So.
Hey, here's a little tidbit.
Good job.
Good job.
Green is my favorite color.
Yeah. Thanks. Really
wow, confessions all over the
Green
place.
is my favorite color.
Hey, Steve said it was gnocchi. That's what he said to me.
I think everybody says it a little
kind of has it their own. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Got the American way, the right way, and the Italian way. So probably the Italian way is the right way. So that's probably what we heard.
And my way.
And then the regular way.
Don't say my way.
All right, well, fortunately, shrimp and grits are easy to
Yep.
pronounce.
There you go.
And easy
And looking
to eat.
delicious.
Yeah,
They look
good.
good.
Try that.
And the winner is going to get Glee Season 1 and 2.
Thanks for the
Both
reminder.
seasons on DVD.
Right.
Can't mess that up.
Yes.
Glee.
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Glee.
All right, so what are we going to do for here? We're going to try that food?
We're going to walk over
go
to
give
the
it a
kitchen
shot.
and get shrimp and grits.
Oh, man.
This is amazing.
Carbs make us so happy.
They do.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
This,
Makes you want to go for a run now.
Yes.
I just
Yes, it
makes
does.
me want to eat more. I mean, yeah, it just is what's happening. You guys did good. William and Kyle from Norfolk Chop House. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna have to come out there because you've been asking.
Yeah, you guys
It's
need to definitely come check it out.
20 restaurants I got to go to, but
Yeah,
I will come for the shrimp and grits.
PowerPoint. You know what I mean? Get some of your favorite old pictures together. We'll come for the Ariane slideshow.
That's me at 4.
Hey, speaking of want to go for a run, your friend Kim should make
Kim
us all
Moss.
want to get out there and hit the road. Good
Way
for
to go,
her.
Kim Moss. And, thanks for
strong.
sharing that story
Awesome
with us. And
story.
that was great stuff. Appreciate
Want
it.
to thank our live audience for being
Yeah.
here today. This weekend you can take place in the Diabetes Cure. The walk will have all that information on our website October 22nd.
So
make
many
sure
good
support.
causes out there. There's always something in Hampton Roads, a walk or a run for a good cause. No reason not to get out there.
Thanks to the kids for staying up.
I
and
know, they were
sticking with
such a
us,
good
guys. You
audience.
were awesome.
They were great. All right,
They're
tomorrow we'll be back with another fine Hampton Road show. In the meantime, if you want more information about Lori Clayton's Deals of the Week, or if you want to go back through Patrick Evans Hilton's blog, he covered so much about signature chefs and restaurant happenings and stuff around here. You can find that at thehamptonroadshow.com too. Thank goodness for that website, because an hour is just too tight. But, you know, it's all online at thehamptonroadshow.com.
Good job. Have a great morning, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.